From the Press-Gazette, continue east on Walnut for roughly a mile to Baird Street. East High School is located at the northeast corner of Walnut and Baird. The Hagemeister plaque faces Baird near the northwest corner of the building. Hagemeister Park was the home of the Packers from 1919, their inaugural season as a semi-pro team, through 1922, their second year in the NFL. In 1919, the Packers played on a sandlot field with no fence or seating. In 1920, they enclosed the field with a wooden fence so that they could charge admission. But after the season ended, the ballpark was torn down. It was rebuilt in the spring of 1921 for the local baseball team. When the Packers were admitted in late August of that year to what is now the NFL, its seating capacity was enlarged to about 3,500. The ballpark was torn down for good after the 1922 season to make way for the new East High School. City Stadium is located right next to East High School. To the north. City Stadium is one of the last remaining relics from the early days of the National Football League. Although its appearance has greatly changed from the time when the Packers played here, it stands as a monument to the team's humble, hardscrabble roots. In its heyday, City Stadium was made mostly of wood and held about 25,000 people. It was home to the Packers for 32 years. They played here for the first time on September 13, 1925, in an exhibition game against the Iron Mountain All-Stars. They played here for the last time on November 18, 1956, against the San Francisco 49ers, in a game that featured 9 future Pro Football Hall of Famers. Curly Lambeau starred in the first game. Bart Starr made his first career start in the last game. In all, there are more than 85 players, including 11 Packers, who played here in either a regular season or exhibition game and are enshrined in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. From City Stadium, continue 2 blocks to Main Street, turn left on Main, continue 1 block to Irwin Street, turn right on Irwin, and head 2.5 blocks to the Lambeau site. Here's some of what the plaque reads. Curly Lambeau is Green Bay's most famous native son and the driving force behind the city's most treasured jewel. The storied Green Bay Packers were largely his creation, and they've become his lasting legacy. Born in 1898, Lambeau first attracted attention when he starred in football at Green Bay East High School. When he graduated from the school in 1917, his senior class prophecy read, "When I get through with athletics, I'm going out and conquer the rest of the world." The Packers' mere existence in a league of big cities is a phenomenon. Their grassroots ownership is unique. Their storyline is as compelling and inspiring as any in professional sports. And nobody had more to do with that than Lambeau. I've said many times that if it hadn't been for Curly Lambeau, there would have been no Vince Lombardi. Lee Remmel, the Packers' eminent historian, once said, "There would have been no Green Bay Packers." From Lambeau's home, return to Main, turn right, and head west to the Nitschke Bridge. Cross the bridge and arrive at the Chicago and Northwestern Depot. The entire trek will be almost 1.5 miles long. The Chicago and Northwestern Depot was the Packers' usual port of call for road trips over nearly 4 decades, and often those trips started or ended, or both, with a party thrown by the team's ever-faithful fans. The Packers left from here on their first road trip ever on October of 1919, and they continued to travel from here on occasional short trips to Chicago and Milwaukee into the 1960s. On some of the Packers' shorter trips, fans would accompany the team on the train. The Northwestern would convert a baggage car into a bar car and throw a party on wheels. The depot opened in 1899. Regular passenger service ended in 1971. Titletown Brewing purchased the building in 1996.